Please all stand for an opening prayer. Please abide by and repeat the prayer.
The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Our Father,
who art in heaven,
hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done. On earth as it is in heaven. Give us
Good morning, class.
Ma'am, good morning, ma'am.
So before you take your seat, may you arrange your chairs properly and pick up the papers around and under your feet. So where's our class secretary? Miss Lunay, we have an absent today. Okay, so since we don't have an absent today, let's give ourselves 5 claps. 1, 2, 3, go! Okay, thank you. And before we continue, let's remind first our classroom rules. So everyone, please read our classroom rules.
Treat the classmates and teacher with kindness and consideration. Listen when others are speaking. Avoid interrupting and use respectful language and gestures. Come to class on time with all necessary materials including books, notebooks, and completed assignments. Listen carefully to instructions and follow them accurately. Raise your hands to ask a question, contribute to discussion, or receive permission to leave your seat.
Okay, thank you. So, do I give you an assignment last meeting?
None.
Okay. So, since I don't give you an assignment, let's now proceed to our lesson. But before that, let's have first a quick review on our topic last meeting. And we will having the quick review through the use of an activity. But before that, who still remembers the 4 types of sequences? Okay, Mr. Gonzalez.
The 4 sequences of what is geometric sequence, harmonic sequence, and Fibonacci sequence.
The last one is
arithmetic.
Okay, thank you. So since we already know the 4 types of sequences, let's proceed to our activity. So the title of our activity is Number Patterns Challenge. So the class will be divided into 2 groups. Then all you need to do is to solve the assigned word problems in your group and analyze what is being asked of it. Write all your answer in a clean yellow paper, and after finishing it, have one representative in each group to rewrite the final answer on the board and discuss it in front of the class. Do this challenge in 10 minutes. Do you understand, class? Okay, so this will be the group 1 and this will be the group 2. So go to your respective groups. Okay, so since you're already on your respective group, I have here for arithmetic sequence. So kindly write it first for you to familiarize with it. Write it first. Okay, since you all were done writing the formula, let's start the challenge. So are you ready to start the challenge? Okay, so now let's proceed. Okay, time's up. So go back to your seat and listen to the reporter. So who will be the reporter of what? Who will be the one who write the okay. So bye. Okay, so the answer of group 1 is 6,800 and it is correct. And who's the reporter in group 2? Okay, Mr. Paglayan. Okay, thank you. The answer is correct. So, do you enjoy the activity? Do you learn from that activity that I gave you?
Yes.
Thank you. So, since we are done on reviewing our lesson last meeting, let's proceed on to our lesson for today. So for this day, we will tackle about the geometric sequence involving geometric means and term of it. So I have here first the learning objectives. Okay, all girls, please read the first learning objective.
Identify geometric means between given numbers within a sequence.
All boys, the second one.
Apply the formula for finding geometric means between terms in sequence.
And everyone, the third one.
Utilize the concept of the end
Okay, Miss Gunay.
Geometric sequence involves pattern solving.
Okay, thank you. So let's give Miss Gunay an ubas clap. 1, 2, 3, go.
Ubas.
Okay, thank you. So let's now proceed to our discussion. So when talking about geometric sequence, it is a sequence where each term after the first is obtained by multiplying the preceding term by a zero constant called the common ratio. And when talking about the common ratio or the R, it can be determined by dividing any term in the sequence by the term that precedes it. So thus, in the geometric sequence 32, 16, 8, 4, and 2, the common ratio is 1/2 since 16 divided by 32 is equal to 1/2 or 0.5. And from our previous activity, which is the number pattern challenge, you can notice that the pattern in word problem number 1 is Alice was saving an increasing amount of $100. Then in word problem number 2, the common difference here is 50 miles. So just like our lesson for today, which is the geometric sequence, we are also talking about the patterns to get the end term of it, and we are identifying its common ratio. So do you understand, class, the concept of geometric sequence?
Yes, ma'am.
And I have here an example of geometric sequence. So what is the seventh term of the sequence 5, 10, 20, and so on? So what do you think is the common ratio of our sequence? Anyone? Okay, Mr. Evangelista. Okay, cool. So let's check if his answer is correct. So since you obtained already the common ratio of this sequence, which is 2, because as we divide the second term to the first term, which is 20 divided by 10, the answer will be 2. And the next three terms will be 40, 80, and 160. So it will be like this. So our given sequence is 5, 10, 20, and so on. And our unknown is the 7 third. What is our common ratio? 2. So since our common ratio is 2, we will multiply it with our third term to get the fourth term. So 20 times 2 is equal to
40.
So it will be our fourth term. Then the fourth term times 2 to get the fifth term. 40 times 2.
80.
It will be our fifth term. Then 80 times the common ratio.
160.
It will be our sixth term. Then 160 times 2 is equal to
320.
and it will be our seventh term. So therefore, our seventh term is 320.
20.
Did you get it, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So let's try this one. What do you think is the 10th term? Who wants to solve the word? Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
the following in this sequence is you will just multiply 2 to the next term to get our nth term, which is the 10th term. Okay. So, do you have a question on our lesson? Okay, so since you don't have a question, I have here some exercises and I tell you what you are. So in this, you will just analyze each given sequence, state whether each of the following is geometric or not. So if so, if it is geometric, you will find the common ratio. So the first one, who wants to try the first one? If it is geometric or not. Who wants to answer the third one? Mr. Geometry. And what is the common ratio?
0.5.
Okay, let's check. Okay, very good. Okay, the next one. Mr.
Gandaos po. Gandaos.
Gandaos.
Geometric po.
And what is the common ratio?
7/9.
7/9. Okay, very good.
Very good, Gandaos.
And the next one. Mr. Gonzalez.
Not geometric po.
Okay, let's check. So it is not geometric because it has no common ratio. So do you understand our topic today?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any clarification?
None, ma'am.
Okay. So since you already understand our topic today, let's move on to another activity. So our activity is titled Missing You. So in this activity, you will pick a set of numbers from this box. Where's the box? Okay, from this box. You will pick a set of numbers on this. And then after that, attach this on the corresponding term to form a geometric sequence. So, after picking, you will attach the number on the sequence. Who wants to volunteer the first one? So who wants to volunteer on the first one? Okay, Miss, bye-bye. Mr. Bang. Okay. Okay, pick here to know who will next to answer. Anything.
Call a classmate who has a red bag.
Oh, who has a red bag on you? Okay, Miss. Good night. Okay, thank you.
Call a classmate who has an eyeless.
Who has an eyeglass on you? Oh, you forgot your eyeglass? Yes. Okay. So, just answer. Pick a number here. Okay, thank you. Pick here.
Call a classmate who has a GPEC.
So, who has a defect on you? Okay, Mr. Gonzalez. Pick a number here. Okay, thank you.
Call a classmate who has a file case.
Who has a file case on you? Miss? Okay, thank you, Miss Manalo. So, pick here. Miss Manalo, here. So, call a classmate who has any kind of watch. Okay, Mr. Evangelista.
Recall a classmate who was her best friend.
Who has a best friend here? Is there? Okay, thank you, Mr. Diamante.
Recall a classmate who has a tall boyfriend.
So, who you as a close boyfriend? Who has a close boyfriend? He needs a boyfriend.
Recall a classmate who has a girlfriend.
Okay, thank you. So, since we're done filling all the tables, let's check if all your answers are correct. So, do you think it's correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, alright. So, since all of that is correct, please do some analysis or observation about their patterns. So, do you find it hard solving this geometric sequence without using any formula? Is it hard? No. But if you have less time solving it, is it hard? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So, I want you to find the formula of the geometric sequence using this observation. So now, who can tell me the possible formula for geometric sequence? Okay, Miss Maniero, what do you think is the formula for geometric sequence? Just write it on the board. use the 5, 10, and 20. From where the 5 is the a sub 1. The 10 is? Then the 20 is? Our unknown is? A sub 10. It is our unknown value. So using our formula, a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. So our unknown is a sub 10. What's our a sub 1 again? 5. And our r? 2. And our unknown again is 10 minus 1. So a sub 10 is equal to 5 times 2. 10 minus 1. 9. So we will first multiply this exponent. Okay guys?
Yes.
Then a sub 10 is equal to 5. Then 2 times 2 times 2 times 1 will get to 9. How many is 2 raised to 9 is equal to 212. And then after that 5 times 212. How many?
2,560.
Okay, very good. So a sub 10 is equal to 2,560. Do you understand class?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand on how to substitute the given values in our formula?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it now easy to get our answer? Yes. Is it now easy?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So I want you. Okay. So since you already familiar on substituting the given values to our formula, I have here an activity. So our activity is entitled finding the next term. So all you need to do is to solve the given sequence by finding the missing term that we asked in each geometric sequence using its formula. Okay, I give you 10 minutes on this. Write it on a yellow paper and pass it to me after 10 minutes. So time's up. Can you pass your paper in front? Okay, thank you. So, since we already know the formula to get the geometric sequence, let's now proceed to geometric means. So, when talking about geometric mean in a sequence, it is often used for a set of numbers whose values are meant to be multiplied together. So, the first and the last terms of a geometric sequence are called the extremes, while the terms between them are called the means. So, let's take a look for this given example. So, find 3 geometric means between 2 and 33. So, for our solution, let A sub 1 is equal to 2 and A sub 5 is equal to 32. Since our given is A sub 1 is equal to 2 and A sub 5 is equal to 2, what is unknown? It is the A sub 2, A sub 3, and A sub 4. So, to get the A sub 2, A sub 3, and A sub 4, we will use the formula. So, A sub 5. A sub 5 is equal to A sub 1 times R raised to 5 minus 1. So what is our A sub 1? What is the common ratio? Okay, since we don't have a common ratio here, we just write the R and then 5 minus 1, 4. And then after that, what we will do?
Divided by
What is our A sub 5?
32.
Okay, 32 is equal to
2R.
Our R will be positive and negative 2. So we'll think, so since the two values of R, which is the common ratio, we have two geometric sequences. So if R is equal to 2, take a look on this. The geometric means will be 4, 8, 16. So it becomes 16 because as we multiply the 2, power is of 2, so 2 times 2 raised to 1. It will equal to 4. And is our is of 3. Then another 2 raised to 2 is equal to how many? It will be equal to 2 times 2. 4 times 2. 8. So it will be our means of 4. Then the last one. Raised to 3. Is it correct? Is it raised to 3? Okay. 2 times 2. 2 times 2. 2 times 2. 8. Wait lang. 2 times 2. 4 times 2. 8. So 8 times 2 is equal to 16. And it will be our is of 5. You understand, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And if our R is negative 2, we will just put a negative sign on negative 4 here and negative 16. Ma'am, why H is still positive? Because if our number here is positive, if the exponent here is positive or even, if our exponent is even, the number will still be positive. But if it is odd, it will be negative. Okay? Do you understand, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so is it clear?
Yes,
Any question?
None.
Okay. So since you don't have a question, let's proceed to a group activity. So here you will find the missing term that we asked in each geometric sequence using our formula. So I will group you into 4 groups. So count 1 to 4. 1, 2, 3.
4.
1 to 4.
2, 3, 4, 1.
Okay, go to your respective groups. Okay, you will answer this for given. Alright, you may now go back to your proper seat. So, do you have any questions or clarifications about our topic for today? Do you understand the concept of geometric sequence?
Yes, ma'am.
What is again the formula for geometric sequence? Forgetting the term, it is a sum.
And equal
A sub 1 times R raised to
N minus 1.
Okay, very good. And if you are getting the geometric means, what do you call the middle part? It is the in the middle part of the extreme, what do you call it? It is the means. Okay. So, since you already understand our lesson for today, let's have a summary of our lesson. By the way, it is the answer of our group activity. Do you think you got first score?
Yes, ma'am.
Look at 4. Look at 4. Okay, very good. Look at 3. 2. 1. Okay. So let's proceed to the summary of our lesson. So first question. What defines a geometric sequence and does it differ from an arithmetic sequence? Okay, Miss Manalo.
A geometric sequence is characterized by a common ratio between consecutive terms, while an arithmetic sequence has a common difference between consecutive terms.
Okay, very good. Let's give Miss Manalo 3 claps. Okay, another one. How do you find the nth term of a geometric sequence? Provide a step-by-step explanation and an example. Okay, Mr. Fernandez.
Find the nth term of a geometric sequence. We can use the formula A sub n is equal to A sub 1 times raised to n minus 1.
Okay, that's all. Is there something else?
Where is the nth term? A sub 1 is the first term, R is the common ratio, and n is the number.
Okay, very good. Let's give Mr. Fernandez 3 claps. Okay, next one. Explain the concept of geometric means within a geometric sequence. How are they calculated and what significance do they hold? Mr. Gandalva.
Geometric means within a geometric sequence are the terms occurring between any two given terms with an equal ratio between them. They are calculated by taking the square root of the product of the terms they are between and hold significance in determining intermediate values within the sequence.
Okay, very good. Let's give Mr. Gandalva 3 claps. And for the last one, apply the knowledge of geometric sequences. Provide a real-life example where understanding geometric sequence or finding geometric means can be beneficial. Okay, Mr. Evangelista.
Understanding geometric sequence can be beneficial in finance when calculating compound interest. For instance, determining how an invest grows over time, where each period, month, year, and etc. yields a consistent percentage mirrors the structure of the geometric sequence. Calculating the future value involves the application of geometric sequence.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Evangelista. Let's give him 3 claps. Alright, so it seems that you really understand our lesson for today. And I have here a quiz for you. So, solve the following word problems that has a connection to geometric sequence. Show pertinent solution for all cutouts, drawing, shapes, and etc. So to represent geometric sequence, illustrate how the pattern evolves or repeats, showcasing the growth or decrease within the sequence. And for you to be guided, I have here this following rubrics that I will send to your group chat. Understand